You've never saved a Bruno penalty in training.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Oh, come on, of course he has.
Of course I am.
It's your boy HP like the sauce, Harry Pinero, and I'm back. You know what time it is. It's Assumptions, and we've come back with a bang. We are with Manchester United's goalkeeper, Dean Henderson. How you doing today, Dean?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
So these are people's biggest assumptions about you. You need to tell us whether they're true or not. And we're gonna go straight into it. You weren't always a goalkeeper. You got a little bit of skills on the pitch. Is that true?
Yeah, it's very true, you know, and sometimes, you know what, sometimes I do regret not going outfield because I think I'd have had an opportunity as well.
What are we saying? Centre mid for England?
I reckon I'd have been a striker.
Oh, Dino!
Yeah.
Dean Henderson, the striker.
And I still put myself as the fastest Man United player as well now.
Wait, hold on. We're getting a lot of smoke here. You know, if I was a DJ, I'd have bombs right now. Everything he said deserves a bomb.
Let's light it up because
Let's light it up, Dino. So we're
I
talking
think
about
Dan James, if he wants to race me tomorrow, let's have it because honestly, that's the truth. I remember I went to Sheffield last year and we did a test 40-metre sprint.
Yeah.
And I know, and the thing is, they'll have to back me up and they'll be laughing that I'm saying this. But I got recorded as the quickest Sheffield United player ever.
Ever.
So in the last 10 years, every single player that comes through that door does that test. And who was sat on top? It wasn't soon on top there. It was on top. And obviously my finishing, because I do it every day, I just wish that I just maybe stuck with it. Because I'm thinking to myself, oh, you know what? We could have been, I could have been scoring them instead of saving them.
In the England squad, who would you say your finishing is like or on the same level of?
It's hard to say, like, because I smash it as hard as Harvey Kane.
No way, not Harry Kane.
I hit it as hard, but he's the best finisher I've ever seen in my life. So I can't put myself in that category.
Your bed sheets at home are spotless.
Yeah, very true. 5
5 clean sheets in 7 cup games this season. You're not doing too bad, you know, Dean.
It's been pretty difficult actually, because going in big games once every 3-4 weeks is tough. But play for Manchester United, you've got to be willing to do the hard work, and no one's going to gift you the opportunity. You've got to keep working hard for it. So, and hopefully I can get the opportunity full time.
It's coming, man. I can see it from a mile away. I'm a visionary.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Another assumption we've got here is you're punching above your weight. Wifey material, according to your Instagram, people are like, whoa, what's happening there?
Yeah, I bet a few people's trying to see what the tag is as well, but that's been hidden pretty well, hasn't it? So, yeah, no, she's a good girl. Met her in Sheffield, and actually, funny enough, we're engaged to get married in 2021. So, fingers crossed, it all goes to plan.
You're a keeper, she's a keeper. I mean, everyone's happy.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I say? We'll take it.
Soon on top are your most used emojis.
That's nailed on true. I've used it for probably since the start of my professional career, really. When I went to Grimsby, I've known I've been on a little journey, and when I reach the top, I'll let everyone know.
Chris Wilder had posters of Dean Henderson in his room when he was a kid.
Chris Wilder has photos of Dean Henderson.
Yes.
I flipping hope now.
What was it like playing under Wilder? Because it seems like he's the kind of manager you run through a brick wall for.
Nah, you know what? To be fair to him, he was unbelievable. He got the best out of me, and the belief he showed in me was fantastic. And obviously, knowing that I had his backing, give me enough to go out there standing 10 feet tall every single week, and the guy deserves to go right to the very top.
Nah, that's dope, man. Your world record will never be broken. You are apparently the world record holder for the fastest time, to dress as a goalkeeper. What?
Yeah, believe it or not, yeah.
So,
hey, I'll tell you what, it's harder than it looks. I had to beat 50 seconds maybe, but to get your shin pads on, your gloves on, your boots on and tied up, it's really tough. It's tough, you should give it a go one time. I think you might beat it and then take it.
When we can, I'm going to actually sort that out. You grate cheese with those abs.
I used to. Not anymore. Not anymore. I used to. Not anymore. I can't get back to where I was, and I keep trying. I just like chocolate too much, mate, I'll be honest. Honest to God, I'll sit there with a boom and chocolate these days, and I just love it. And that's my downfall, I'll be honest with you.
You were a Red Devil from day one.
Yeah, nailed on. All I remember is going up the steps. I must have been maybe four. But going up the steps, and when you see the turf and it's just like lines on it, And I always pinch myself every time I go out on it, and I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, like I'm actually stood here. And all I remember was the straight, perfect lines and the pitch. And I look down sometimes and just think, like, that's weird, I'm actually stood on it. But it's all I've ever wanted to do. So I've always imagined it of playing for Man United in front of 76,000 and beating Liverpool. I beat Liverpool at Old Trafford, but it's not.
Can you just say that again for people in the back that don't understand what you just said?
Yeah, so it would be lovely to beat Liverpool in front of 76,000. That would make me really happy.
You're somehow related to Jordan Henderson.
False.
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 I knew it.
But a couple times it's been brought up and I've played along with it. Quite regularly.
You couldn't make that lie up. You'd be like, stop telling people you're my cousin. Don't know what accent that was either. Horrid. Your self-belief is one of your biggest strengths.
Yeah, true. From the journey I've been on for the last 5-6 years, it's sort of like no one's handed me anything. And I knew that if I was going to do it, I had to do it the hard way, because I had a goalkeeper at the time that was probably the best goalkeeper in the world. So I knew that sitting at Man United, I couldn't physically break through because I'd just been seen as the young lad. So I had to go out and I had to perform and do well, and just the resilience to bounce back all the time. Like after the Liverpool game last season, I dropped a howler through my legs, and I sort of thought, oh, my Man United career is gone now because it's against Liverpool and all that. But then round the corner's another game, isn't it? And the good thing is with football, you always get that opportunity to go again. And I think I went 3 clean sheets and 3 man of the matches after that. But honestly, the week leading up to the next game, mate, it's tough. It's tough because you think you've let yourself down, and everything you've worked for is, it's not a nice feeling. But as a goalkeeper, you're in that position, and you've just got to turn the switch in your head and go again. Yeah.
And that's why you're in the position you're in right now, resilience, man. So don't listen to what they got to say, man. If you feel like you're the best, you're the best. You know who Mark Goldbridge is?
Know who is, sorry?
Mark Goldbridge.
No.
Fair play.
I don't know.
Fair play. Peter Schmeichel was your idol growing up.
False, and this is probably one that's going to chuck a spanner in the works, but Joe Hart was my idol growing up.
Oh, is it?
It's funny because I had his old goalkeeper coach at Carlisle, which was Dave Timmins, when I was a real young boy. So when Joe was breaking through at like Birmingham and stuff like that, he would always say, oh, I've had this young lad, and comparing him to you at your age, you're on the right track, you've just got to keep going. So I was just obsessed with him then. And I keep in contact with him now as well, so that helps. He's been great for me. And obviously he's been through everything in football. He's been through the highs, the lows, the indifferent. He's quite open and honest, and he'll speak to me and sort of guide me along my journey as well, which I really, really appreciate.
That's dope, man. I met him once as well. Proper nice guy, man.
Top guy.
You're going to bring back the curtains haircut.
Nah, I don't know. I had a real good go with it tonight, but it made me look really, really young.
Mason Greenwood is the best finisher at United.
Yeah, by far. Both feet. And going back to the question before, he's up there with Harvey Kane, thinking about it, yeah.
Top draw. Yeah, I believe so. You've never saved a Bruno penalty in training.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Oh, come on, of course he has. This is big Dean Henderson, of course.
Like a couple of months ago, I just used to stay with Paul every day, and he used to do penalties, and he did the slow run up. And he was doing me head in because I just couldn't read it. But then I started to just slowly get it, and then it was like, all right, so I'm picking that cue up, picking this cue up. So like, for when I face a penalty out, hopefully it's set me in good stead. And the penalty takers we've got at the club, even on the game the other day at West Ham, when we're in extra time, I'm thinking, we're laughing here because we'll score 5, and I'll save 1, so we'll be sweet. Jeez,
that confidence is top draw, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually inspiring, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Eric Bailly is the biggest joker in the dressing room.
Yeah, Eric's funny, Eric's very funny. Honest to God, like, that guy has me in stitches all the time, but just innocently as well. Like, he's just brilliant.
Shout out to Eric, man. You're a better dancer than Paul Pogba. What's he like in the dressing room as well?
Yeah, it's not true what a lot of people say about him. He's a real top fella. And I've got a lot of time for Paul, and he is always willing to help me and stuff like that. So, yeah, shout out to him as well. Your
uncle didn't share any of the winners of that bet with you. And for those that don't know that bet, Dean Henderson's uncle did put £25 on him to play for England. I think it was 500 to 1.
Yeah, I think it was 500 to 1, and my mum got more odds on it. but that didn't get mentioned. But yeah, my mum was laughing as well. But I was like, you ain't putting anything in the paper. Yeah, I wasn't happy about it all. Because I didn't know, you know. I didn't have a clue. My uncle, I knew because my uncle kept texting me every day before an England game saying, you've got to play now. And I'm like, well, I'd like to think so, but I just can't see it. And he's like, no, you've got to play. When I got on, he's like buzzing, you've won me some money, so.
Before we leave you, you are a future England #1.
Yes, 100%.
That's it, sir. We need that energy. Of course you are.
1,000,000%.
1,000,000%. Well, that's it. I've been Harry Pinero. He's been Dean Henderson. And this has been Assumptions. Make sure you subscribe to for more content coming your way. Peace out, A-Town down. Thank you so much, Dean.
Legend, top man.